Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Simon Cowell speaks out after former X Factor contestant gets candid about being raped during her season. Back in 2012, up-and-coming musician Lucy Spraggan was 20 years old and experienced quite the life-changing moment via an opportunity to audition for one of the most influential unscripted series of the past 25 years, The X Factor. As created by Simon Cowell, the predecessor to American Idol was as popular as ever, with the wildly successful group One Direction turning their 2010 third-place spot into international fame and fortune. Despite crushing it during the auditions and early weeks of competition, Spraggan bowed out of the season after 3 weeks of live performances, with an unidentified illness as the reasoning. Now, the singer-songwriter has opened up and revealed the actual reason for her exit is that she was raped after a night of show-sponsored celebrating. After 11 years of holding onto that trauma and the many other emotions tethered to such a damaging experience, Lucy Spraggan is now at a place both personally and professionally where she feels comfortable sharing her story with fans and the public at large. Her entire journey is laid out in her memoir process, set for release on July 20, from the initial incident to the years of drinking, drugs, and partying that served as the aftermath. She spoke at length with The Guardian about that harrowing time in her life. And while she feels that the X Factor producers at the time failed at providing enough support after the fact, she gave credit to Simon Cowell for being an authentic pillar of consolation and encouragement. Though he wasn't part of the judges' table during Spraggan's season, as he was busy helping turn America's Got Talent into a ratings winner here in the US, Cowell reportedly reached out to Spraggan through a rep in 2021 after she wrote letters to the X Factor's corporate powers that be, including ITV, Psycho, and Fremantle, seeking more information about that time. Cowell shared the following statement about the matter. Speaking to that, Cowell and Spraggan are said to have grown closer in the 2 years or so since they first connected, to the point where her upcoming 7th album, Balance, was revealed to be the first release under the musician's deal with Cowell's record label Psycho Music. Lucy Spraggan admitted that she was initially hesitant to get on the phone with the X Factor creator, especially after responses from ITV and others left her feeling as if she wasn't ever going to get a proper apology from anyone on the industry side. However, she claimed it was exactly what was needed at the time, saying, during their initial talk, Spraggan said that Cowell shared that he was truly sorry that he wasn't there for her in a proper capacity, and that he'd thought about her many times over the years, regretting that he hadn't approached her before. Considering the timing of it all, the singer copped to being slightly suspicious about how genuine the mega producer's offer to work together was, but says she was convinced that he was trying to do the right thing by her, despite likely being warned against it by others. In her words, during the 4th week of X Factor live shows back in 2012, Spraggan went out to celebrate the 25th birthday of fellow LGBT plus contestant Rylan Clark, with whom she'd recently been booted from the show's Go-To Hotel and moved to a less secure hotel nearby. At some point, she passed out and was brought back to the new hotel by someone from production, with a porter stepping in to help bring her back to her room. It's alleged that the porter left the lock unlatched, which Clark himself discovered when he stopped by the room to check on Spraggan. Upon leaving, he flipped the latch back inside and closed the door. The porter used one of the hotel's keycards to gain access to Spraggan's room, where he is said to have raped her. The keycard is essentially how justice was able to be served, as the hotel employee was quickly arrested and was later convicted of rape and sentenced to 10 years in prison. But while that was a somewhat straightforward process, it was anything but for the musician in the days, months, and years that followed. She spent more than 10 years with that burden weighing heavily, and it started having widespread negative ramifications. After substance abuse and other questionable actions caused her to get dropped from her label, she attempted suicide in 2014. Since that time, Lucy Spraggan has thought many times about going public with her story, particularly after the #MeToo movement gained ground, and after the former X Factor presenter Caroline Flack took her own life in 2020. Part of the fear of speaking out is that she worried she might forever be thought of only in the context of experiencing her reality TV tragedy, and told The Guardian that the working title for her memoir was Are You That Girl? But she built up the confidence to share her story with fans after proving to herself just how successful she's been as an artist, and one that didn't even need the accolades of winning X Factor to make it all happen. Speaking of the competition series, Simon Cowell has talked in recent years about resurrecting it from its end in 2018, and the current success that Harry Styles is enjoying is another reminder of what reality TV awareness can bring to an artist, even despite auditions that don't win crowds over. Cowell has also talked about bringing Britney Spears into the fold, although he may want to have Spraggan on a short list of potential returnees as well. Here's hoping Spraggan experiences a ton of happiness, validation, and support with the impending releases of both her new album Balance and her autobiography Process. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.